What if the night sky held not one glowing moon, but two? Imagine a world where tides, seasons, and even life itself are reshaped by a second lunar giant. Have you ever stared at the moon and wondered how different our world would be if there were two of them lighting up the sky? Imagine stronger tides, brighter nights, shifting seasons, and an Earth transformed in ways we can barely predict. In this video, we're diving deep into the wild possibilities of a planet with not just one, but two moons, and how it could change everything from our oceans to our cultures. Imagine looking up at the night sky and seeing not one, but two glowing moons drifting across the darkness. How would that change life on Earth? What if our planet had a second moon orbiting alongside the one we already know so well? The most dramatic change would begin with gravity. Our single moon already controls the tides, pulling the oceans back and forth every day. But with a second moon, tides would become much stronger and far less predictable. Some coastlines could experience massive waves twice as high as normal, leading to frequent flooding in low-lying areas. Fishermen, sailors, and entire coastal cities would struggle to adapt to constantly shifting water levels. The two moons wouldn't necessarily be the same size. If the new moon were smaller, its gravitational pull would still matter, creating complex tidal patterns that might even overlap. Certain days could have extremely low tides or dangerously high ones, depending on where both moons are positioned in the sky. Marine ecosystems could be reshaped, with coral reefs, mangroves, and tidal species forced to evolve or vanish. But it wouldn't only affect the seas. Earth's rotation could slowly change over thousands of years, potentially making our days longer. The added pull from a second moon might cause small but steady changes in how the planet spins, and even tilt its axis slightly. Seasons could shift, weather patterns would evolve, and regions with stable climates might suddenly face extreme changes. Agriculture could become unpredictable for millions of people. The night sky itself would become a show like no other. Depending on the moon's sizes and distances, there would be times when both appear side by side, or one rises as the other sets. Full moons could overlap, creating nights far brighter than anything we've seen. Predators that rely on darkness to hunt would have a harder time surviving, while nocturnal species like owls, bats, and insects might change their sleep cycles completely. Even humans would feel the difference, as brighter nights could disrupt sleep and long-term health. Eclipses would become even more stunning and frequent. Imagine one moon passing in front of the sun while the other hovers nearby, casting overlapping shadows across Earth. Some parts of the world could see double lunar eclipses in a single year. Science and astronomy would evolve differently, with ancient civilizations writing myths not about one celestial guardian, but two luminous watchers drifting above them. Over time, the gravitational tug-of-war between both moons and Earth might create hazards in space. Pieces of rock could be pulled from one moon or knocked loose by collisions, sending debris falling toward our planet. Meteor showers might become more common, sometimes harmless and beautiful, other times dangerous. However, a second moon could also bring benefits. Humans might use both as stepping stones for deeper space travel, establishing research bases, or mining stations. The added brightness at night could reduce the need for artificial lighting in some areas. The unique tides might power energy systems using stronger currents and waves. But stability would always be a concern. If the two moons eventually drifted too close to one another, they could collide. Fragments from such a crash might rain down onto Earth or form a glowing ring of debris around the planet, transforming the sky again in a dramatic and possibly dangerous way. A world with two moons would be breathtaking, unpredictable, and constantly evolving. Every culture, every species, and every ocean would feel the effects. It's a beautiful thought and a powerful reminder of how perfectly balanced our single moon world already is.